Well, hey friends, in Simple Churches, happy Advent to all of you. So I'm here to tell you about an end of year, big, hairy, audacious goal that the leadership and the church council have been discerning about and praying about together over these last number of months. The goal, just to give it to you right at the very beginning, is that we would see ourselves give away $50,000 to organizations that are serving and supporting vulnerable youth in our communities where we exist. So that's in Squamish, in North Vancouver, in Surrey, in Chilliwack, and in Prince George. Now, you may say $50,000, that's a lot of money. Yes, it is. But here is how that $50,000 is going to be generated. First of all, $25,000 is going to be coming from our church's general fund. As you may know, one of our values and why we exist as we do is to be financially lean as a church so that we can have more money to give away to those that are in need. So $25,000 is going to come from a surplus in our general funds. We have that and we can do that. And what we're asking though is that we would match this $25,000 through end of year giving from all of us. You may say, where did this idea come from? Well, let me explain, give you a little bit of background. At the beginning of this year, 2025, the leadership discerned several goals that we wanted to lean into for the season ahead. And one of those goals, and you may remember this, was to develop a theme for the year ahead, something that our whole network could engage with. And in the late summer and into August leadership retreat, the idea of serving youth began to percolate among some of us. And specifically, youth that the traditional church, youth groups and ministries are having a hard time reaching. Is there a way that we could use our resources and our time to help with vulnerable youth in our community? Sensing that, that there might be something here for us, in September, I took a tour of the Greater Vancouver Family Services Youth Drop-In in downtown Vancouver. It was a wonderful tour, quite eye-opening, and we actually ended up as a church giving $2,000 to support their work. But we decided we needed something with a more geographically diverse reach to reflect the geographical reality of our church. And so in October, we invited an area director from Youth Unlimited to our monthly leadership online meeting. And we heard from him, Andrew, his name was, about the work that they're doing in most of the regions where we have simple churches. And after that meeting, it seemed evident to us that our theme for the season ahead should in fact be youth. And that a first step in that direction should be this substantial financial gift distributed to the places where we have churches. For most of our cities, the funds are going to go to Youth Unlimited and the work that's happening there through them, but we are still considering a few other options as well. Now, say, is this all we'll do? No. We're hoping anyways and praying that it would just be the first step, that after this end of year gift, the goal will be for each of our churches to begin to develop relationship with the youth leaders in our regions. And from there, just to find practical ways that we can serve with our time as we are able. So it begins with finances, then we begin relationships, and then service. And we'll just see, without necessarily any pressure, but just see how the Lord may develop this in the months ahead. But the first step is this end of year big financial gift. And so I just ask you here, would you consider giving something above and beyond your usual giving to help us reach this $25,000 matching amount? All the information about how to give is going to be available on our website and in the description down below. But just in a nutshell, here's the ways that you can give. You can give online via credit card. You can e-transfer directly from your bank, or you can go old school and write a check and send that in. So thank you for all of your faithful giving to our church. You are just being so generous, and I thank you for that. And thank you, though, also for considering giving to this special end-of-year gift. I don't want anyone to give under coercion or a sense of guilt, and I understand absolutely that many of us are already supporting the vulnerable in other ways, and I bless you in that. But if you are willing, please also support this. And together, we're just praying that God will use these funds to care for the youth in our community with His great love, and through us, his people, who are trying to be his servants by serving the world. So bless you all. And as I said at the beginning of this little message, happy Advent to all of you.